Grant Park in Chicago. He's the punky QB known as McMahon that shuffled the Bears to a Super Bowl title.
Well, I'm the punky QB known as McMahon. When I hit the turf, I don't got no plan. I just throw my body all over the field. I can't dance, but I can throw the pill. I motivate the cats. I like to tease. I play so cool, I aim to please. It's the reason y'all got here on the double to catch me doing the Super Bowl shuffle. Woo! Let's go!
Jim McMahon.
Ditka
Jim McMahon
versus
over there.
Godzilla. She's always taking Ditka. She is the Bears.
The Bears. We're going to eat these Packers like I ate the Polish sausage last night. That's right. Let's go, the Bears.
The name of the hurricane.
He
was
played
Hurricane
for the
Dick.
Bears for 13 seasons. He's simply known as Sweetness.
Hey, well, they call me Sweetness. They call me Sweetness. I like to dance and running the ball is like making romance. We had a goal since training camp to bring Chicago Super Bowl champ.
Hey. What's up, Sweetness?
What's
Come
up,
on, baby.
Hey,
Come on, baby.
Sweetness.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go.
Walter.
Coach.
In 9 seasons as the coach of the Green Bay Packers, he won 5 NFL championships, the voice and face of 2 Super Bowl winning teams. He's the man most synonymous with the word coach, and every February, the world champions hoist a trophy with his name. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Lombardi.
What the hell is going on out here? What the hell is going on out here? Oh, Chicago, Green Bay.
Whoa.
Great town for football.
What are
Great
you
town.
doing here?
Oh, you got a hole here, and you're busting up the middle. Let's go.
What do you do, Coach? What do you do?
You got a hole here, and you're running up the middle.
Ditka.
Because great.
Ditka.
Because great and all, but we had 5 championships in 9 years.
Welcome to Good Morning Football. We are brought to you today in New York City by IBEW, or not New York City. We're in Chicago right now. This is our kickoff show. We're right in front of the beautiful skyline. We see NFL 100 right there, guys. This is pretty amazing. My name's Kay Adams. It's officially here, September 5th. Kyle Brandt,
Hey!
Nate Burleson, and Peter Schrager.
Woo! It is windy, and we are ready.
Let's talk about what you're wearing and all.
Yeah,
What is
let's
Roselle?
go. If you're just tuning in right now, this is the punky QB, Jim McMahon. You see, Roselle was across his headband in 1985. Jim McMahon in the playoffs wore a non-league approved logo. Pete Rozelle, the commissioner, fined him $5,000. So the next week in the NFC Championship game, Jim McMahon wears the commissioner's name on his headband. Best part is Pete Rozelle thought it was hilarious, called it a great gag. It broke me up. Bears-Packers history, the best. We'll get into it all day. Punky QB. What do you guys got?
Do you like my outfit?
I do. Do you like the Polish sausage?
I
or
like.
no?
I don't,
Yes.
It doesn't sound good when I say it, but you know I gotta say it because I'm in character. So keep your tweets to yourselves
It looks
about
good.
that. Okay, thank you. Sister Teresa
good.
told me she likes my outfit
Hey.
after Mass last week.
There you go. It looks good. Of course, I got to represent Sweetness, the greatest running back of all time. And like he's always said, when you're good, you tell everybody. But when you're great, they tell you.
Hey, baby.
Good. I'm going with Vince Lombardi. I could do the voice all day long. I don't want to mock the legend.
Yeah.
But we see in February every year a trophy is given out. It's for this man. Look at the black and white.
Black and white,
I
Peter,
love
it's
this.
perfect for you.
The truth is this, guys. Winning is not everything. It really isn't. It's the only thing.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Love hearing that. We'll have some special guests here on the show. I hear Matt Forte's coming on, y'all.
Hey, number 22.
Yeah?
All right, guys, let's do it. It's time for the Lead Black. Let's welcome in our guy, Randy Moss. He is in Soldier Field right now, at Soldier Field. Randy, welcome to the show. Let's talk quarterbacks, shall we? Aaron Rodgers and Mitchell Trubisky, okay? Neither of them played a snap in the preseason, and their first game action is going to be when it counts at kickoff, hours away, and we're super excited about that. What should we expect from both sides offensively?
Well, neither team seems to be concerned at all about a lack of activity in the preseason, you know, but every team handles this differently, right? The Dolphins have Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going into his 15th season just like Aaron Rodgers. He's learning a new offense just like Rodgers. Fitzpatrick played 64 snaps in the preseason, the equivalent of a full game. Now, the plan originally was to play Rodgers some in the preseason. Matt LaFleur wanted to play him in the second preseason game, minor back tightness. Third preseason game, concerns about the play playing field. But Rodgers says any preseason snaps would have been meaningless. And Bears head coach Matt Nagy has been much more concerned about finding a kicker than about Mitchell Trubisky being rusty. So the coaches aren't worried, the quarterbacks aren't worried, and you know, Sweetness, he probably wouldn't have been worried either.
Brand new.
Hey!
Well done,
Incredible.
Randy. I have chills even just with that delivery. I haven't been able to go over there and see that, so we're all going to the game. What do you think of our outfits, Randy?
Well, I don't have a TV camera here, or TV monitor
I don't have
here.
TV, I
So
can't
you're going to have to just
Well, they look great.
describe
I can't
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love
Looks
you,
good
Randy.
from
We're here
here.
to celebrate. It's the NFL 100. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Sweetness.
Yeah.
What do you have your eyes on tonight?
You know, I'm looking at a battle of gigantic proportions. We're talking superstars, and that's Aaron Rodgers versus
Ooh.
Khalil Mack. And really, when you look at last year, it was a tale of two games. The first game, he gets knocked out. He comes back in that second half very heroically. He throws for 273, 3 TDs in that first game, in that second half. And then the second time they play, different story, though. I mean, they hit Aaron Rodgers. He threw his only 2 interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown. So I know you're thinking, all right, well, listen, Khalil Mack, those defensive players,
Yep.
if they can hit Aaron Rodgers, you have a chance to win. It's not that simple, though. I'll take you to the Jets game, where Aaron Rodgers was hit 12 times, sacked 4 times. My man threw for 4 touchdowns and 474 yards last year. So if you think the Chicago defense is just going to hit one of the toughest, one of the strongest, one of the most electric quarterbacks in this game, and that's going to sit him down, he's going to stay down, you're out of your mind. It's deeper than that. You got to put a body on him, but you also have to confuse him with coverage. So let's see if they can do that. It's up to that Chicago defense to stifle one of the greatest quarterbacks in
Mr.
the game.
Lombardi, I might have a heart attack tonight watching this game.
Oh, it's going to be a great one, Kay. It's really interesting because there's 2 big titans in this game of Khalil Mack and Aaron Rodgers, and their coaches on both sides of the ball are completely different. I mean,
Yeah.
Khalil Mack was in a Vic Fangio defense last year. We have a whole new defense for Chicago, so I want to see what Chuck Pagano's defense will employ. But to me, the Rodgers-LaFleur thing is fascinating. For 13 years, the only head coach Aaron Rodgers ever knew was Mike McCarthy. Tonight starts the dawn of a second chapter of his career, one with Matt LaFleur. We hope the last chapter of his career. We don't want to see the rotating door of coaches. I am so fascinated to see the philosophy, the challenge of LaFleur to Rodgers, and what version of that Packers offense we get. It's a clash of the Titans, you're right, and we've got new coaches on both sides of the ball.
Listen, you know who I'm looking at. Peter, you talked about 13 years. How about over 30 years? That's how long this city is waiting to embrace and love a quarterback. Mitchie. Over 30 years, guys. In that time, the Bulls have won 6 titles. The Blackhawks have won 3. The White Sox have won. The bleeping Cubs have won a title. Tonight is the night that number 10, Mr. Trubisky, can start to win this city, but he's got to beat the guy who has tormented this city. You know me, guys. I've been doing some field work on this whole trip. Since we left New York, I've been asking every flight attendant, every waiter, every hotel employee here in Chicago, you think Trubisky's got it? And it's been a whole melody of, I hope so, and we'll see. Randy hit it perfectly. There's so much palpable nervousness and anxiety about Mitch because he hasn't made a meaningful throw in 8 months. He is the Christmas present that we want to open, that Matt Nagy will not let us shake it. He will not let us peel the paper back, and we will find out in about 8 or 9 hours if Bears fans get the present they want. Number 10 got to come up big tonight.
I'm really excited. You know, we were starting the show, and I looked at Nate and Nate and Peter, and I said, we're going to always remember that this is where we were to kick off the 100th year of the NFL. We're always going to have this memory. I'm looking forward to the pageantry of it all. I'm looking forward to the celebrations. We have the NFL concert behind us, the NFL experience. This is the oldest rivalry in the NFL. This means something, especially with the Bears celebrating their centennial as well. The Packers 1 year removed. They're over 100 years old. These two have gone at it year in, year out. And I'll be the first one to say, over the last 10 years, hasn't been really competitive. Aaron Rodgers is the bad man, the boogeyman, and he runs the show. But guess what? The Bears are the division champs. These two are even Steven going into this one. It's a hard game to pick. We will be doing that later on in the show. I am here for this rivalry, this city. Let's go.
You know what's crazy is, like, later in the season, people throw around playoff implications, and it's almost a joke. It's funny, but no joke. Week 1 in the division, this game has straight-up playoff implications. That's how big this game is.